All right, I want to talk about something. I think I might have spoke about this before, but recently I was on Four Kings, right? Four Kings Casino slot. I was on there yesterday, and I saw a guy up there. But I'm not going to mention his name, but he's a cool guy, and he typed up in the club on Four Kings Casino slots yesterday, and he said that one of his friends faked their death. Like he thought his friends was dead, but come to find out they faked their death. And when I saw someone type that up at the club yesterday on 4K casino slots, that brought my attention right there. That really got my attention because I remember when PlayStation Home was around, I remember hearing stories of people lying about claiming that they're dead when they're really not. And I feel like I want to speak on this topic of all these people who is doing that. Now, before I go into that, I will say Tupac is one of my favorite rappers of all times. I know it sounds like I'm going off topic there, but hear me out. You know, Tupac is one of my favorite rappers of all times. But one thing I think Tupac has really affected the minds of people is ever since Tupac became Machiavelli and, you know, when he got shot, which that wasn't his fault. You know, he didn't ask to get shot that night around 1996 in Las Vegas that night. You know what I'm saying? Because who in the world going to ask to get killed or whatever like that? But anyway, it's always been conspiracy about Tupac's death. Some people say Tupac set that up in order to fake his death or whatever. But anyway, ever since that conspiracy has been going around for many years, a lot of people say like they wants to follow in Tupac's footsteps. Like, and don't get me wrong, Tupac's one of the greatest rappers of all times during his era, but I feel like he really affected a lot of people's minds out there because a lot of people said like, hey, Tupac set up and faked his death. Hey, I can do that on the freaking PlayStation. Hey, I got a lot of friends on PlayStation though. You know what? I think I'm gonna fake my death just to see if they really care about me. You know? And for those out there that is doing that crap on the PlayStation, going around faking your death, let me tell you people something. I've never been fooled or tricked like that. I never had friends who did me like that. But I'm just speaking for the ones that's been going around on 4K casino slots and used to go on PlayStation Home and used to play that fake your death bullshit. For those who's doing that shit, y'all some sick people, man. I don't find nothing funny about that. I don't find nothing slick or funny about that. To me, you're just a sick human being. You're just a sick, lonely human being that would think of something like that. To sit there and tell a bunch of people that claim to be your friends that you died, you fake your death. You go tell this one person to say like, hey, can you tell this person that I died, saying that this and that, say that my family this and that. Like whoever decide to participate this and faking the death on the PlayStation, if you decide to participate along with that, you're also a sick person too. You're a sick-minded person too for going along with that because that is sick. And just like what I told that dude yesterday on Four Kings, if I had friends like that on the PlayStation Network, I would delete them and I would block them. Because first of all, I would lose a lot of respect for them. I would. I wouldn't find nothing funny about that. They would lose a lot of respect from me. And like I said, they would lose a lot of respect from me and I would block them. And they would stay on my block list forever. Because that is a sick game to be playing with people. It's sick and it's fucking stupid. I don't know what you people on the PlayStation Network that gets on Four Kings and used to get on PlayStation Home back in the days. They used to play that Tupac, Machiavelli, fake your death bullshit. That is a fucking stupid and sick game to play. And you know what? And you know what's so funny is that you people falls for that shit. Y'all actually fall and believe that shit. Y'all really do. And that's why these people like to play this fake your death bullshit on the game, because they know that you people are stupid and you people would believe anything someone would tell you on the freaking video game. Because some of y'all is too scared and too chicken to sit there and say, hey, something don't add up here. Somebody lying here. Some of y'all is too gutless and too chicken that have no freaking backbone to speak up and sit there and say that something's smelling fishy here. Why all of a sudden they die all of a sudden, and then next thing you know, because this is what these people do. They would tell someone that they would trust, right? Before they play this stupid before they play this Tupac Machiavelli fake your death bullshit on the game, they'll sit there and tell one of their friends, the ones that will participate with them, they will tell them like, yo, I'm gonna fake my death, this and that. I'm gonna be on a different account and I'm gonna be watching my other friends and see if they're talking shit behind my back. Cause that's why they do it. They want to see if people really care about them. See, people who does that fake your death stuff on the PlayStation Network, on 4Kings and back on home, them are the lonely, sick-minded people right there. Them are the lonely people right there. And some of them being fans when they do that shit. Some of them being fans when they do that shit, and which is sick to me. To me, it's just a sick game to play. It's really a sick game. It's one thing to come on the internet and try to troll people, but sitting there trying to tell somebody that's supposed to be your friends, and you sit there and you lie, and you feed that bullshit into people's head and claiming that you're dead when you're really not. You're sitting there hiding under other accounts that no one knows about to see if anybody's talking bad about you or see if anybody cares about you. I'm like, what the fuck? Anybody that's friends with someone who comes on the PlayStation and lies and fake their death, you guys are straight up fucking idiots for even associating yourself or even forgiving somebody for playing that fake your death bullshit on the PlayStation Network. Because again, somebody that would play that and lie to me like that, they will lose a lot of respect. And it's sick too. They will lose a lot of respect from me because it's a sick game to be playing. It really is. I think y'all got sucked into the Tupac Machiavelli fake your death myth. Y'all got sucked into that really bad. Yeah, I mean, it's really sick, people. These people, and this is something that I'm not making up. I'm not just coming on here and just making it up. I'm basically just pointing it out and just letting everybody hear. Because you guys remember that I made PlayStation Home videos 12 or 15 years ago on YouTube, and I used to tell you guys that these people was getting married on the game, and these people were doing this, and these people were doing that on home. You know, I was basically exposing a lot of weird shit that these people was doing up there. And people to this day are still playing this Tupac Machiavelli fake your death shit. You know, if something was to happen to me, you guys wouldn't know about it unless it pop up on the news. Unless they show my mugshot on the news saying that, hey, Jug Truth has gotten in a car accident. Hey, Jug Truth got killed. Unless some of y'all see my mugshot on the news, then you guys know I'm truly dead. But when someone sit there and say that they're dead, if something was to happen to me right now, excuse me, if something was to happen to me right now, and you guys realize that I haven't made a video in a year, then yeah, y'all probably gonna either think that I quit YouTube, or some of y'all probably gonna assume that Jug's probably dead or whatever like that. You know, but you're not gonna know. You're not gonna know what happened to me unless somebody like Alyssa decides to come on YouTube and tell you guys what happened to me and this and that. But ain't nobody in my family is gonna make a video and tell you guys that, hey, Jug Truth passed away. Like, ain't nobody in my family gonna do that. They're not gonna go out their way and tell a bunch of strangers that they don't know on the internet that Jug Truth passed away. They're not gonna do that. They just not. It's not that they don't want to, but they're not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Some family members would do that. Some family members would come on the internet and tell people about their business. But to me, I just don't see how any family member, especially on the PlayStation Network, I don't see why would any family member will get on the PlayStation. And again, if something was to happen to me, I don't see my family members getting on my PlayStation account, logging on my PlayStation 5 account, and telling a bunch of random people on my friends list that they don't even fucking know. Why would they even do that? You know what I'm saying? Because they wouldn't do it. What are they gonna do? Send everybody a message on my friends list that they don't even know? Hey, Jug Truth has passed away. Like, that's how I know that shit is just a bunch of bull crap. That's how I know that y'all that be believing people dying on the game. And I'm not saying it's always lies. Sometimes the allegation is true about somebody dying. But you guys on the PlayStation Network would just believe any freaking thing someone tells you. And it's really sad and it's really pathetic. If somebody tells me that somebody that I know that died, I would want to see the proof. I would want to see the evidence. I would want to see the obituary. I said, if it's true, then where's the fucking obituary at? Because people would put their obituary, you can just Google their name. I said, what's their full name? Oh, you don't know their full name, but you're telling me that they're dead, right? If they're dead, then why I don't see their obituary any damn where? Well, Jug, what you call them dead? Oh, they're dead? Okay, then what's their full name then? I don't know. Yeah, exactly. But you believe it, right? Yeah, I believe they're dead though, but you don't know their full name, right? You don't know their whole full name to search them up to see if you see their obituary on Google. Because most of the time when people die, you will see their obituary when you type their name up on Google or whatever like that, and you'll see their obituary. You'll see like the picture, the picture of their face. And if you can't show me that, then I know you're lying like a motherfucker. You're lying. So keep that in mind, people on the PlayStation Network. For those who get on 4King Casino slots, if any one of your friends come to you and say that, hey, what you call them is dead and this and that, ask them for their full name. If they can't give you their full name, if you can't search them up, and even if they do give you their full name and you don't see their obituary nowhere, then it's a lie. It's a freaking lie. Because when someone dies, they always post up their obituary when they're dead. So keep that in mind, people. Don't just go taking these weirdos' words on the PlayStation Network when someone tells you when they're dead, when they're really not. Because if they can't tell you their full name or who they really are, they're lying. They're lying. So don't fall for that shit, people. Have fucking common sense. Jesus Christ, man. If someone tell y'all the damn sky is green, y'all will fucking believe that instead of getting out and checking to see if it's true or not. Because that's the type of person I am. Someone tells me, Jug, the sky is purple, I'm going to get up and look and see if they tell the damn truth. I ain't going to just sit there and just take their goddamn word for it. Doesn't mean I'm being an asshole. I'm just trying to see if they tell the truth or not. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to just believe any fucking word someone tells me. You feel me? But there's people in this world that will believe anything. They're just too lazy to do their research. They just go along and go with the flow, what people tells them. And that's the truth. Anyway, peace.